How do I choose the executor of my will and what do they do?
Well, the executor is an important person in your will. That's really the business manager of your estate. It's also important to remember that your executor, his or her responsibilities, don't really start until you're deceased. Some executors believe that they have powers while you're alive, which is not true. The executor's powers start after you pass away and after your will is admitted to probate. The executor, as I said, is sort of the business manager. That person's job is to retain an attorney, drop the petition into court to have it reviewed and ultimately approved or probated. And then once the will is probated and the executor is approved or designated, then the executor will go about collecting assets, paying any bills, paying any taxes, selling or liquidating items like real estate or stocks and bonds, collect all the assets together, prepare an accounting. An accounting is basically just a recapitulation of what the person has collected, what the person has paid out, and the net, and then divided by the number and designations of the beneficiaries that are in the will. The type of person you should choose for that role. Some people say, oh, I have to choose my oldest child. Well, that's not really the case. You should really choose a person that you think has good business skills and good diplomatic skills. Because after all, once you start administering the estate, the beneficiaries, only one question on their mind is, when am I getting their money? Unfortunately, there are many steps before they get their money, and the executor not only has to execute all those steps, but be diplomatic and somewhat firm occasionally in telling the beneficiaries, hey, it's going to take a little bit of time. I have several steps to do, and when the estate is ready, you will receive an accounting and your portion. So you probably should not just choose an executor based upon their age or their standing in the family. You probably have to choose someone who's pretty efficient, pretty good business minded, and has a little mix of diplomacy, but yet able to see the task through to its end.